Hi everybody, welcome back to this week's My Weekly Rage Fix. I hope everybody had a great Hanukkah and hope everybody had a great week. In this week's Parsha, we learn about Joseph finally bringing us to the climax of the entire incredible story, how Joseph went lost from his brothers and they were looking all over for him, and he was about to reveal to them that he was actually their long-lost brother. The king, the vice president over all of Egypt, was their long-lost brother. And the verse uses an interesting language. The verse says, Vayiten es kolo b'chvi. He gave out his voice in a cry. He was crying. And the question is, what exactly was he crying about? What was this? Seemed to be a moment of sadness, when at the same time it was actually a moment of great jubilation, of great joy. So from a historical perspective, we can say that Joseph really understood the ramifications of everything that happened over here. Joseph had spoken badly against his brothers, and because he spoke badly against his brothers, they believed according to Torah law he was supposed to get sold, and because he got sold, he came down to Egypt, and yes, he rose to great heights, and he became viceroy over the entire land of Egypt. And now during the time of famine, he was able to provide for his entire family. But he realized that because his entire family is now coming down to Egypt, that would be the beginning of the Jews' eventual enslavement in the country of Egypt. Now, while this may have been God's plan for us to be in the country of Egypt, however, Joseph felt that it was because of certain actions that he had done, and he had felt that it was maybe his fault. He did not want to be what caused the events of history to take place. He felt that it was maybe his fault that the Jews ended up becoming slaves in Egypt. Had he not spoken evilly against his brothers, who knows, maybe he never would have been here. That's first of all. Second of all, another reason we could say is that while he was very excited to finally reunite with his brothers, but he was crying and lamenting over all the lost time that he could have had together with them. Had he not spoken evilly, he could have spent glorious years. It could have been a golden era for him in his life, had he not spoken evilly against his brothers. And Joseph realized that lost opportunity. He's saying, yes, my brothers, we are now together, but how much more so could we have all grown together had we stayed united as one family? And to Joseph, that was a terrible misfortune. As great as he was able to be while being viceroy over Egypt, but to not live in his father's house with his brothers, 12 great men, including their father, Joseph knew that he was the one who really lost out over all this time. It was a missed opportunity for him. Just want to wish everybody a great Shabbos. I'll see you all next week.